Thank you. Thank you, Adam. Put up your hand if you've ever held a grudge or been really angry for a long time. Thank you. Put up your hand if you've ever felt hurt or disappointed. Yeah, thank you. So I held a grudge with my father for 7 years. And this was my father that I was separated from at 2 years old through divorce. And, as an adult, I came to work with him in his office. And it was going to be my career. He was an accountant. I love numbers. This was going to be a perfect fit. And everything was great there for the most part. But then we had a conflict about the way work should be done. And I stood for my integrity. My father, he changed the locks on the door. And he locked me out of his life. Not only did he lock me out of his life, but all those clients that I had built those relationships with, they were gone too. Has anybody felt that loss? Yeah, it's no fun. So I went on, started my own practice, and developed clientele. It took me some years. I still held on to that anger. I held on to that grudge. And I went on and had children, and life was great. But I was still holding on, like a bag of lead, dragging behind me. Everywhere I was going, I had that weight of that anger, and it wasn't really working for me anymore. And I said, I have to take a different perception. I have to let the peace begin with me. So I did. I went on and I learned about forgiveness and how you really do that and what's most effective there. Looked at the data. 62% of Americans would like more forgiveness in their personal life. Would anybody like more forgiveness in their personal life? Beautiful. We're in the right place. I love it. So I'd like to share with you what I've learned. Would that be okay? Yes. Thank you. Thank you. So the first thing I learned is that you got to forgive the other person, right? The other person, the other situation, the other experience. You just got to let it go because that weight is no longer serving you in the now, in today. And, the second one would be to allow them to forgive you because, sometimes we step on toes. Have you ever stepped on somebody's toes? Yeah, we all do it. Sometimes it's just our personality. We're too bold, or we're too quiet, or we don't say the right thing, or we don't do the right thing, or one of those. So allowing them to forgive us. And forgiveness is really beautiful because you don't have to connect with another person to forgive. Because forgiveness is really about you, for your own health, for your own state of peace. So just allowing them to forgive you. And then this one, whew, this next one is the big one. This is the hardest one, I think, is forgiving yourself. Sometimes you do things like get divorced and you don't think everything through. And, it doesn't, you hurt others and the shame and the blame and the guilt. Oh my gosh. And how do you forgive yourself for that and creating that pain for another? So forgiving yourself, sometimes that can be the hardest one. And then learn the lesson of the moment. There's always a gift available in every experience. Would you agree? Yeah, thank you. We grow personally, right? We grow, or we learn to set boundaries, or maybe we learn to take different action. So, peace begins with me because I choose it. I choose to let go of that lead, of that anchor. It's not serving me. It's not serving my life. It's not serving the interactions that I have. So I'm going to ask you, do you have any lead weight you're carrying around? Would you like to let go of a little of that today? So is it all right if I take you into a slight meditation here? Just to go into it. So close your eyes. Take in a nice deep breath. And connect. Connect to that anchor. That anchor that's holding you down in your life. Connect in there. And just really feel it for a moment. Sense it. Feel it in every cell of your body. Really get to know it so that you can let it go and be complete in this moment. You really feel it. You have that anger. You have that disappointment. Or that hurt. Now it's a choice. I can't do it for you. It's your lead. Only you can let it go. So I'm just going to ask you, take in a nice deep breath again. And now's the time to make the choice. To just let it go. And it may take another breath or two. So let's take in another nice deep breath. And just release it. You can see it sailing off in the water, flushing down the toilet, or whatever that may be. Just let it go. Let it evaporate. Let it just be the mystery. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for taking this sacred moment to allow yourself to be free so that you could be more, to share with, to do business with, to earn with, have great gifts with. And thank you. And let the peace begin.